Hi guys, Philip here from horseracetrading.com, and in this video we are at Southwell, and I want to talk to you about trading on Betfair and trading the horses, so you can learn how to trade the way I do. So you can see here, this is a very small field. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horses here, and you can see the favourite has been drifting off, and you can see I'm actually in a bit of red here, and the second favourite has taken some money. But what you can also see here is that the favourite has 55% of the market. So, and the second favourite here has come in, but this one here, I'm gonna lay the second favourite here, and I'm gonna back the favourite here for 100. Because to me, again, this is only my personal gut feeling on this one, right? Is that the favourite here has 55% of the market, and it doesn't quite make sense for me that is going to drift out this far. And at this point here, we're hitting the 5-minute mark, and this is where the big boys enter the market. This is when all the money starts pumping in really fast, and I do expect a sudden flurry of a shift in direction here momentarily. How long for? I don't know. Okay, but the thing is, on this 5-minute mark, when the the fluidity picks up, there's often quite a shift, and the fact that this favourite here has been drifting and drifting and drifting before the 5-minute mark, at this point here, I do half expect it to come back in again as people start entering the market. So what I'll do now, I'm going to take my hands off here, and I'll sit back and wait for this to mature. Okay, if it goes against me, obviously, yeah, I'll get out. Okay, I'll simply scratch it off for a loss and move on. Okay, but I'm quite confident, quite happy to leave this here for the moment. Okay, and I've got, I'll leave it for like 2 minutes or a minute and a half, and I'll see how it goes here. So run about sort of 3-minute mark or 2.5 minutes left. I'll reassess and see. Also, what I'm doing, I'm keeping an eye here on the matched bets. Okay, so I'm keeping an eye on, is there a huge volume coming in on the backside, or vice versa? Okay, so at this point here, there's not really much we need to do other than just to simply sit and wait. Okay, and you can see here there was a big chunk of money there, so £2 came in on the lay side, as you can see. That's not a good thing for me, but I'll hang back here and I'll wait, and I'll come back in a few seconds. Okay, so yeah, so I'll be back in about roughly a minute or so. And so guys, here you can see now that the market is starting to move a little bit. There's a lot more money coming in. As you can see, the fourth favourite over here, the Tribesman Glory, is crashing in here. That's a good sign. And you can see the second favourite here has now drifted off again. So I'll put an exit point here, because obviously, that's a good point. And what I'll do here is I'll probably just get out of this one here, because it's now obviously becoming very volatile. You can see the fourth one here is crashing in, right? And that's obviously going to put pressure on the favourite as well. So this one here, you can see I was a little bit slow there on this one here, so I might not be able to get out there for a profit on this one here. But again, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to hang back and wait, because obviously there will be a retraction here probably on this horse out here as well. So that should be fine as well. Okay, let's put this here. Is that 5? Yeah. So you can see there was, again, that happened very quickly. You do have to be on your toes here. So, but again, for me, I'm quite patient. Okay, I'm quite happy to wait here and sit there and wait for right now. And you can see the fourth horse here been crashing in, and you can see now I have been matched here over here. So I'll probably drag this up here again, just try and get out, because over 1 minute left on the clock here. I don't want to end up in a position where I'm in the red. So I'm quite happy to try and get out. And here I'm going to go on the lay side here real quick on this Tribesman Glory, purely because of the simple fact, guys, that everyone's been backing that over the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. Okay, they've been backing it as much as they possibly can, and obviously, when that happens in the last 30 seconds, what they have to do, they have to lay it. Okay, because anyone's trading, they have to lay it to get out. Otherwise, they can't get money back, right? So I'm quite happy there to simply go on the back side, on the lay, and then the back here, because I know that the chances are I will get matched here, and I am keeping an eye on the actual the race itself as well on video. So there we go, right, bang on, and I will here cash it out, and I'll leave that as it is, and you can see there, nice £7 profit across the board, right? I could have left these here, I could have left these and maybe 120 or 19 here, so that would have been a good chance, because there's only six horses, but I'm quite happy here to take this out and leave that as it is. Okay, now you can see there guys, things move really fast. Okay, but as long as you have a notion of patience, and you have a notion of understanding how the market works in terms of how it moves. Right here at the end here, when this tribesman glory, when this came crashing in, okay, I know, and you should know by now at this point here, when it comes crashing in here, right, all the way from 9s down to 7s in the course of like a minute, okay, and the timer here was coming up to the last 30 seconds of the race. You know, and I know that every single person who backed it and backed it and backed it and backed it, they have to get out. They have to lay it to get the trade matched. So at that point there, unless there is a huge whale that pumps in thousands and thousands and thousands, you know that the minute that stalls is going to bounce back purely because it has to, okay, because people have to get out. And so that pushes the price out again. And also, you know, remember that when you get a horse like this here that comes crashing in like this, if it crashes in, that's fine, okay? But also don't forget that you have other horses here in the race, number 1, number 2 here, who are taking a lot of money because they still have the majority of the market. So this here will normally, especially when it's like a third or fourth favorite, the price will bounce back again because the pressure can't sustain because it's taken resistance against the other horses here as well, okay? So it's very important to understand that. So for me there, that was a very calm and collected trade for me. Even though it looks very erratic, that was a very simple trade for me because I'm very, very confident in what I'm expecting to happen, okay? If it didn't happen, I just get out. I accept the loss and move on. I don't sulk and complain about it, and you know, because that's the nature of horse race trading. It's very erratic, okay? Depending on which race you're trading, obviously. But anyway, guys, I just want to make this quick video here to show this. Again, you know, it's all intuition. It's all into your own gut instinct and reading the market. Sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes you get it right. The most important thing, guys, when you get it wrong, if you get it wrong, okay, or when rather, you get out as soon as you can because you have to control your emotions, right? And when you get it right, then as long as you get it right, the more often you get it wrong. And most importantly, when you get it wrong, if you limit your losses, okay, then you're golden because the losses are going to happen regardless, but you have to get out before your emotions kick in and you simply sit there like a deer caught in the headlights and you lose bigger and bigger, okay? So, that in mind, £7.60 profit, I'm happy with that, and I'll move on to the next race.